Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a fantastic week, but this week was a tough one with this short week. Definitely saw selling in the market and some concern over all kinds of economic data and different things that are kind of going on in the world. But month to date, I am still eking out a 3.35% gain. Year to date, personally, I am at a 166.89% gain. I only say that to say this is that I am not a financial advisor. Of course, you need to do your own due diligence. I'm just a stock trader who's had a lot of success, and I follow particular strategies that give me results over the long term, over and over and over again. My favorite is the insider swing play, and I've learned how to analyze those insider purchases and find the ones that are significant. Also, the PDUFA run-up play, I've had a lot of success in trading stocks that are running up to that PDUFA date. So hopefully you have enjoyed this list. I also have some great stocks for you today. Some of these are the same, but you will want to make sure and stay for my number one pick. It is brand new and had a lot of success with this stock in the past. Expect that to continue in the future because there's some new data and a lot of things on this list. But before we get started, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when one of these videos comes out. Also, feel free to ask me any questions in the comment section down below. I may not get to you right away, but I will take a look. And if you are curious about my opinion on a stock, understanding I'm not a financial advisor, then that is a good place to do so, and I will get to it in my own good time. We have some links down below, but most importantly, we have our Patreon group and a link for that. And if you are not a part of this group, you will want to be a part of it. There have been some killer callouts, even in that basic room, and that is how every single stock that I cover, I'm covering in those rooms, and I give my callouts on them. And you will want to be a part. If you want to have gains like what I have, then that is the place to do it. So I hope to see you there. All right, let's review the previous week. We had some insiders that were sold. The first one was SPRO, sold for a 2.56% loss. Then CANO sold for a 10.98% gain. REE sold for a 7.43% gain. And GMS sold for a 4.39% loss. So that's 2 out of 4, 50% win rate. My average has been a 70% win rate. With the shorter week and so much repeated insider activity, there were less of these moving in and out because we've just continued to hold some of those that we've already had. Average gain per pick though of 2.87%. That's very decent and very good. Looking forward to this next coming week. Man, we got some winners that are currently in the queue, but they keep having insider activity, so it's not time to exit yet. And boy, they've really been going well. Only have one PDUFA sale from our PDUFA run-up strategy to report, and that is CALT, sold for a 37.79% gain. Very good gain. I will look for a replacement eventually on that, but only had one pick and average 37.79% gain this week is pretty great. That one was very successful. Looking forward to getting some more coming up. All right, well, let's get to this list and get to this top 7 and get you some stocks that I think are going to do well. The first, let's start with the PDUFA run-up, and this is number 7. So number 7 is CCXI, and this was number 7 last week, but it's, you know, it's debatable on whether or not it should be number 7. There's some real killer stocks in the top 5 for sure. And so anyway, this one I think is going to do very well. It's a PDUFA run-up date that they have a PDUFA date of October 7th. As you look at the chart, you can see they had an earlier PDUFA date and they got a delay, and man, did it shoot down. And so it is a terrific value even right now. My target price for this is $25 a share. My average in it's $15.67. I bought more this last week, increasing my average. Since calling this out though, with my new average, I am down 1.06% in it. So it hasn't run yet, and this is the perfect time I think to get in. We have had a MACD golden cross. Some of the other factors that we're looking at here, we have some negative momentum on the RSI, but not a lot of negative momentum. And so this is one I think that will do very, very well. And you will want to get into it. So we have some time till October 7th. But the thing is since they've had a delay, since the FDA has delayed this could be approved as a surprise at any time. And so if that happens, this will really, really shoot up and get to at least where it was at. And so this is one to watch and definitely one to have, just to have and to hold and wait and see what happens. If it gets denial, most likely we'll get denial on October the 7th. So this is a run-up strategy. I will probably sell it early. Once we hit certain factors, I'll look for an exit point on that. But anyway, this one should be really great. All right, number 6 has been on the list a little while. This is Krispy Kreme, ticker symbol DNUT. This is an insider swing play that is really doing fantastic for us. My price target for this is $20 a share. My average in it's $14.57. Hopefully all of you got in on this when I first started to call this out on this channel. In these top 7 videos, this is the most important video to watch. I know I have my short squeeze video that I get the most views on, and that's the only reason why I kind of continue that one. There's some good data and some good stuff in there, but no one is paying attention to these solid plays, and these are easy, solid plays to make money on, and Krispy Kreme is one that really increased this last week, even though we had the shorter week and it was a rough time. My average in it's $14.57 since calling this out is up 9.60%. Insider purchases continue, so there's been massive insider buying and lots in a row, and so insiders are loading up on this. And why aren't you? If this is not in your portfolio, this is a great one to get and hold. And it continues to do well. And as that buying pressure of those insiders continue, even with the bad market, this stock will move upwards. I think you will do very well with it. All right, number 5 has been number 5 for a while. This continues to be really, really great. This is Baker Hughes, ticker symbol BKR, and this is part of my buyback strategy. And so many of these stocks their boards will approve buying back shares, which is increased value for shareholders. And over a year's time or over a very long period of time, you will see these stocks react very positive with price action once a buyback's been announced. And we have a $2 billion buyback on this since I called this out on this channel and in this video series. My average is $21.05 since calling it out. It is up 13.35%. My price target for this is $30 a share and should continue even further. This is really, really doing well. It had a very good week, even though we had such a tough market week. And this will continue because it takes a long time for these companies to buy back these shares. So the buying pressure will continue. There are certain things to watch for, and we're getting kind of close. But these things, I'm expecting this one to continue to do well. If you've missed out on this, this is still a good one to get in and make some money on. All right, number 4 had a rough week, and this is Bitfarm, ticker symbol BITF. This is part of my golden strategy. My price target for this is $20 a share. I'm willing to be patient on this. I actually average down, and I typically don't do that. I don't average down. I don't put extra money on a losing position. It's just how I've been taught, and so in a lot of my training that I've had as an investor. Anyway, my average now in it is $5.98 since calling this out is down 6.90%. So we had the big sell-off of Bitcoin that happened this week with approval of Bitcoin as currency in small countries. And one thing that I think will be a catalyst over a long period of time is other countries adopting Bitcoin also. This is a deflationary asset and it is better than their own money. And so I could see this getting bigger. And so this is going to turn around. I do expect Bitcoin to hit all-time highs by the end of the year, and it'll probably happen sooner than that. So Bitfarm is perfectly positioned because it's the largest hash rate per market cap on the stock market. It's much better than Mara in my opinion. And I think that this one eventually will catch fire and really be a terrific stock. This is a great time to load up on it as Bitcoin has taken this fall. All right, number 3 is absolutely awesome, and this is CRKT, ticker symbol CRCT. This is an insider swing play. I guess I feel sorry for you, and yet don't feel sorry for you if you didn't load up on this when I first started talking about this last week. This was a really terrific week for CRKT. My price target for this is $40 a share. My average is $28.85. Since calling this out, it is up 21.11%. Colin Moran continues to load each and every business day, just buying and buying and buying and buying. Why is he doing that? Well, because this stock has a very high short percentage and he's trying to create a short squeeze. And that is what we are starting to see. And I could see this really squeezing this next week as that buying pressure puts more pressure on the holders of those short shares and the borrowers of those shares. So I'm expecting this one just to continue to fly. Hopefully all of you made fantastic money with this so far, but I think we're looking for even better times. This one's going to be a great one. Where could it go? You know, we could possibly see 45. We could possibly see 50. This could squeeze very high. This could get out of hand. Very high short percentage, over 27% short. And so I think they've got to be getting nervous here soon. This has been really, really bad. And expecting them, as they lose more and more, to cover here and for this to continue upwards. Anyway, should be a great stock. Looking forward to this next week for sure. And number 2 has had a little bit of a pullback. This is MYOV Sciences, ticker symbol MYOV. This is another insider swing play, and my personal target for this is $45 a share. My average in it's $21.01, and since calling this out, it is up 16.71% on this channel. They continue to load aggressively, and they just got a new pain drug application accepted by the FDA. So that is yet another catalyst, and I can't believe that Summitovant is able to pick up these shares for so cheap. I could see this really moving upwards. It is way too low, and I know we've had a terrific run so far, but there's so much further for this to go, especially as Summitovant continues to load shares every day, millions and millions of dollars. Another insider purchase was reported late on Friday night. And so this one is just going to continue to go. This is a great stock. If you haven't gotten in on it yet, there's still more upside to go. I think you could really make great money on it. All right, number 1 is brand new. So finally a stock that's brand new to the list. And this is ASANA, ticker symbol ASAN. This is an insider swing play, and my personal target for this is going to be $120 for right now. I think it could even get beyond that. I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit. But $98.97 is my average. In Friday after hours, this is why it's a good idea to have Webull or Schwab, a real broker, someone who you can trade as late as 7 p.m. Central Time or 8 Eastern. That is because this information came in really late on this insider, and so I jumped right on it immediately because I had made killer money with ASANA with insider activity. And the CEO purchased $70 million worth of shares. Shorts have to cover on this. I would think that this one would turn into a squeeze also. It doesn't have a large short float. It's only got a 7.87%, but I think it could squeeze to 120 early. I mean, I think this thing could really take off because in the past, when the CEO has started loading shares, it has lasted for many weeks, and it has been huge amounts of money. This guy has some serious cash, and he is dumping it into his company, and he must be a billionaire. I need to look this up, but he's got some serious money because literally you'll see millions of dollars each and every day, multiple days in a row. We saw $70 million spent on his own stock in 3 business days, and this was just reported, so now the cat's out of the bag. And this is why this is breaking out of its current channel, and this is big since earnings, a big move up, and they had good earnings but not deserving of this. And I don't think that this is, I think this is going to continue rather aggressively. And so looking forward to great times with this one. This is a very good one for you to jump on Monday morning. I expect that this one will do very well, and the market will react very positively to a $70 million insider purchase by a CEO. I wish all of you the best on the stock market. Let's have a great week this next week. Feel free to reach out to me in the comment section down below, and Raythoven out.